care of home first. Home base where loan works in your favor. Keep your head down, keep patience, keep going. Keep something in the stash for the rain. Keep something in the glass for the pain. Keep up with the greatest alive with no budget. Yeah, smash through the game. I done seen life change right in front of my eyes, right in front of my building, right in front of my left one.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell, and hit the word all so that you'll receive every notification that comes from this channel. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about 2025 NFL prospect Mike Green. But besides just talking about Mike Green, we're going to talk a little bit about Myles Garrett and what it means to have an elite pass rusher going for the Detroit Lions. Now, pretty much we all know that the Detroit Lions need pass rush, and we're talking about they need pass rush in like a major way. And I'm going to say that again. The Detroit Lions need pass rush in a major way. And the biggest thing when you're a GM is your job is to come and complete the job. Now, we know that Brad Holmes has been working on this roster for what? The last 4 to 5 seasons. He's been working on building his roster, building through the draft. And to me, the ultimate prize is being able to get the guys that are going to be impactful in the draft, that's going to be impactful on your team, because it's going to mean so much to you going forward. And getting a guy like Mike Green. Now, Mike Green is, he had a great Senior Bowl and things of that nature, and he blew up at the Senior Bowl. A lot of people started talking about him. And definitely he's one of the guys that can get after the quarterback. Now, he doesn't have the longest of arms as one of the defensive ends. Normally, you like for your defensive ends to have long arms. But I say this sometimes just because you don't have all the measurables, what someone is looking for, that doesn't mean that you still can't be effective in the NFL. I'm sure when Aaron Donald got drafted by the LA Rams, that they knew that he's not the size that you really want as a defensive tackle, but they didn't know that they were getting a beast in Aaron Donald. They didn't know that this 6'1" guy was going to be a monster in the middle. They didn't know that we're talking about a guy just dominated as soon as he came into the NFL. A lot of us, I didn't know that Aaron Donald was going to dominate the way he did. So sometimes size is not everything. Yes, you want to have the measurables. Yes, you want to be able to look impressive and things like that, have the long arms, but to me it's all about instincts. It's all about instincts and being able to do your job at an elite level. And I definitely think that Mike Green is one of those kids in this draft that the Lions could walk away with that can be an elite guy. Now, we don't know per se how good Mike Green is going to be in the NFL. Only thing we're going off of what he did in college. Now, when he gets into the NFL, that's a whole different ball game, because you're going to have to be able to have an array of moves, and you're going to just have to be able to come in and really, really do your job and hone in on what your job is for you to do. And I feel like this, that the Detroit Lions can't walk away with an elite pass rusher like Myles Garrett, who we know, the Lions, to me, instead of trading for Zadarius Smith, we really needed to get Myles Garrett, who is really the dog. Now, this is no knock, or this is not a shade, or this is not a shot at Zadarius Smith, because we love the guy. We think that Zadarius came and did what he can pretty much do. And maybe, he can just be a rotational guy for us. I don't know. But I know that the Lions are going to have to walk away with the guy in this draft that can get to the quarterback. It is a must. This team needs to be built around Aidan Hutchinson. I've been saying this for years, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to repeat it again to you guys. The defense needs to be built around Aidan Hutchinson. We didn't know that Aidan was going to get hurt. No one knew that Aidan Hutchinson was going to get hurt. He was on his way to having a phenomenal season, probably 20 sacks on the season. The way he was coasting and the way that Hutch was playing, he was going to be all-world this season. But unfortunately, he ended up getting hurt. Marcus Davenport gets hurt. So we down both of our starters. So pretty much we had to make a trade to get Zadarius Smith in the middle of the season, bring Zadarius on the team, work him up to speed, and allow him to get out there and see whatever he can do. But we know when you see a true dog, you know a true dog. And Myles Garrett is a true dog, man, in every sense of the word. He's a true dog. He's the guy that I really wanted to go after, but I knew that it was going to be hard because you're going to have to give up more. And the Lions at that time was not willing to give up more. Brad Holmes didn't want to give up too much to be able to get a pass rusher. He just wanted to be able to get somebody. But now Brad Holmes owes it to the Detroit Lions fans, and he owes it to himself to go out there and get somebody that can cause havoc alongside of Aidan Hutchinson. The Lions are a few pieces away from really, really contending to get to the Super Bowl round. Now, we already know we had the best offense in the league this season. Now you know the offense can't get it done. You can have the number one offense in the league and still not get the job done. So you still want to be able to be effective coming in this season coming up, because this year your schedule is even tough than what it was last year. So you don't think that you're going to need a Myles Garrett? You don't think that you're going to need an elite pass rusher at the draft? Even if you don't walk away with Myles Garrett, you're still going to need a guy that can get after the quarterback and can do it at an elite level. If this is the guy that you're going to groom behind Zadarius Smith or whatever, you need to get to the quarterback, and you need to cause havoc, and you need to get pressure on the quarterback. Hutch cannot do this thing alone, and this is what we saw this season. Hutch can't do it alone. If he's not getting the help from Aleem McNeil, who's now hurt, who's going to be out for a significant amount of time, where is he going to get the help from? If he can't get it from the other defensive end, where is the sacks going to come from? Is it going to be working up the scheme and still bringing in corners and safeties to come in and blitz? What are the Lions truly going to do? So at the end of the day, getting a guy like Mike Green, if he's elite at what he does, and if he can come in the NFL and dominate like how he was in college, how he was balling out in college, then definitely the Lions will have a winner. They can bring this young fella in, groom him, let him be in a rotation with Zadarius Smith, if this is the angle that the Lions want to go. Or the Lions could still, they're still going to have to draft a pass rush guy anyway. But they can still bring in Myles Garrett and let that guy still learn from Myles Garrett, whatever guy that they decide to draft, even if it's not Mike Green. Definitely, I know a lot of Detroit Lions fans like Jack Sawyer, which I do too as well. I think Jack will be an excellent pick for the Detroit Lions. If you can't walk away with a Mike Green, you walk away with a Jack Sawyer. You got to walk away with somebody out of this draft that can get to the quarterback and that can do it at an elite level, that can cause havoc on Sundays. That's what you're looking for out of this draft. You're looking for an alpha dog, a werewolf. You're looking for that straight-up beast and that guy that can get the job done. No longer can we depend on Aidan Hutchinson to do every single thing for this Detroit Lions defense. Now we're counting on Brad Holmes to go out there and seal the deal and go out there, either if you get this guy through free agency, if it's bringing in a Khalil Mack, because Khalil Mack is a free agent and not going to get Myles Garrett. Go get somebody that can help get a pass rush, and it has to be a consistent pass rush. The only way the Detroit Lions are going to win a Super Bowl is unless they clean up the defense and they get better on the defensive side of the ball, and we're talking primarily on the defensive line. That's where the Detroit Lions have to get better at coming into this next season. We got to have pass rushers that can get to the quarterback and smell the nasty, stinky breath of the quarterback on Sundays. After the quarterback has been eating garlic apples all day. You know what I mean? We need to be able to get to the quarterback, guys. That's just what it is. There's no ifs and buts about it. And out of this draft, anybody that's elite at doing what they do and anybody that can get to the quarterback, that's the type of player that you want to draft. Anybody that is good at their job and they're going to be dedicated to playing alongside Aidan Hutchinson, I think that's the way that Brad Holmes need to go. All right, guys, leave it in the comment section what you think about Mike Green and what you think about Myles Garrett as well. I'm out of here. Until next time, peace.